Good afternoon. Yeah, we have been discussing about third course in early childhood care and education program. The third course is planning and implementation of early childhood care and education program. So here program implementation, under that we are seeing some of the concepts like conversation and storytelling. What are the basic components in that? Teacher's tool evaluation, and today we will be discussing about games, objectives of play as an early childhood education strategy, process of introduction of new game, role of teacher, evaluation of child while at a game, at games. So we have seen already that early childhood care and education is a comprehensive approach to nurturing the developmental needs of young children, typically from birth to age 8. Okay. It encompasses various educational practices, policies, and programs designed to support children's physical, cognitive, emotional, and social development. There are some fundamental concepts we have already seen yesterday, that is holistic development. Under holistic development, physical development, cognitive development, social development, and child centered approach, play based learning, inclusive education, family and community engagement, developmentally appropriate practice, safe and stimulating environment, professional development for educators, integrated curriculum, assessment and evaluation. All these things we have seen yesterday. And also we have seen yesterday that planning and implementation of an early childhood care and education program. So here, what is planning and implementation of early childhood care and education program? Also, we have seen yesterday, right? Which involves several critical steps to ensure it meets the developmental needs of young children and complies with educational standards. So, in this, we can see needs assessment and goal setting. Here, what is need assessment? So you can take community analysis to understand the demographic, socio-economic status and cultural background and specific needs of the community, and also the stakeholder inputs. So engage the parents, caregivers, educators and community leaders to gather insight and expectations. And also current resource evaluation, it is assess existing facilities or resources and services available for early childhood care and education. So if we define the objectives for a goal setting, so as a teacher educator for preschool children, so establishing a clear achievable goals for the program which you have which you are going to implement. Okay, it has improving literacy rates, social skills or physical development. So the outcomes would be the specified desired outcomes for children, families and the community. And also the curriculum development also important in implementing early childhood care education. So developmental appropriateness in ensuring the curriculum is suitable for the age group and also developmental stage of children. So understanding the developmental stages of children also very important. As a educator, as a teacher, uh, you need to uh, understand, or you have to uh, know the developmental stages of children, and also cognitive, physical, social, and emotional development approach also you need to know as a teacher. So here, literacy, numeracy, and science and social studies, art, music, physical education, and socio-emotional learning. All these things need to understand as a teacher. So yesterday we have seen that storytelling, uh, in that we have seen that in implementing the program implementing, already seen that involves and execution of management of a planned set of activities and resources aimed at achieving a specific goals and objectives. So in the context of early childhood care and education, program implementation refers to the process of putting into action all the planned components of an ECC program. So preparation of planning, a staff training and development, setting up the learning environment, engagement with families and communities, implementation of the curriculum, monitoring and supervision, evaluation and feedback. So yesterday, also we have seen that the teacher role. So next important point is evaluation. Child assessment regularly assess child's development and learning progress using various assessment tools and techniques. So by using some techniques, assessment tools, so we can assess, as a teacher can assess the development or progress, learning progress of children. So evaluating the overall effectiveness of program, how best the program in implementation. In implementing, while you are implementing this program, evaluate the overall effectiveness of the program in achieving its goals. Okay, through formal evaluation and feedback from some stakeholders. So you can also take some feedback from stakeholders like school administrators, play school administrators. Uh, you can also take feedback from parents. Okay, so by using this approach or techniques, you can evaluate the child's learning and progress, development and learning of the children. So, in continuous improvement, so using the data and feedback gathered from assessment and evaluation to make informed decisions about necessary adjustment and improvement to the program. So implement changes based on the evaluation results to enhance the quality and effectiveness of the program. So by seeing this feedback or assessment or evaluation, you can improve the or enhance the quality and effectiveness of the program. So in this, for any successful implementation of program, clear objectives, stakeholder involvement, cultural sensitivity, sustainability, and flexibility and adaptability are the most important uh, factors, most important concepts. So ensuring that the program goals and objectives are clearly defined and understood by all stakeholders. So clear objectives are important. Goals and objectives are clearly defined. So these objectives and goals should be understandable by all the stakeholders. And also the stakeholder involvement also plays an important role, the key role, where engaging all the relevant stakeholders including parents, community members and the local authorities in the implementation of the process. Okay, and next one is the cultural sensitivity. Respect and incorporate the cultural background and the values of the children and families served by the program. And the sustainability, so planning for a long-term sustainability of the program by securing ongoing funding, resources and community support. So here funding and resource and community support also say similarly important for successful implementation of the program, our program, that is early childhood care and education. And next one is flexibility and adaptability. So be prepared to preparedness is important. Preparedness to make adjustment to the programs based on real time of feedback and changing the circumstances. So implementing an ACC program is a complex and dynamic process that requires a careful planning, effective management and continuous evaluation. So careful planning, effective management, continuous evaluation are the important concepts in implementing any program. You take any program. For instance, we are taking ECC program. So by following all these important concepts or steps and considerations, a program implementers can create a high quality, impactful early childhood education experience that supports the development and well-being of young children. Okay, and here yesterday we have seen that conversation and storytelling in early childhood care and education. So some of the important concepts are the importance of conversation. So by storytelling, language development, cognitive skills, social skills, emotional expressions improves among the children. So engaging children in verbal exchange that enhance their vocabulary, grammar and overall language skills. Not only language development but also the cognitive skills. It the storytelling promotes critical thinking, problem solving and the ability to follow and construct narratives. Also social skills, it helps children learn to take turn, listen actively and respond appropriately, and social interactions and empathy. Okay, and next one is the emotional expression. So storytelling provides a safe space for young children to express their feelings and thoughts, which supports emotional development. uh, Generally the feelings, they express feelings rather thoughts, which support emotional, most of the cases feelings. Okay, also sometimes thoughts, which supports emotional development. So here the creative, conducive environment, learning environment is essential for uh, effective learning. So safe and welcoming space which ensures the environment is comfortable and free from distractions, and also encouraging children to speak freely. Autonomy should be given to the children. Freedom should be given to the children. Let the children speak freely. Let the children ask the questions freely. Interaction and communication skills improves by interacting the teacher. Here the communication skills improves among the children. And also here some group settings, uh, you can ask the children teaming or group setting. So it facilitates the conversation in some small groups to allow more interaction and individual attention. So techniques, some of the techniques for effective communication or conversation, like asking some questions, like open-ended questions. So using some questions that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. Okay, you should better avoid closed-ended questions like yes or no. Is it correct or wrong, or say uh, yes or no type questions. So encourage children to think and articulate their responses by asking some open-ended questions. So by showing, and also by showing some genuine interest in what the children are saying, by nodding, making eye contact, or providing feedback, which is active listening. So children are more active, are attentive towards your teaching, towards your storytelling. By telling the stories, active listening improves among the children. And modeling language, use rich and varied language to expose children to new vocabulary and sentence structure. Vocabulary improve, vocabulary development take place by storytelling, and also encouragement and praising, positive reinforcement children's efforts to communicate, which builds their confidence and motivation to participate. So children sometimes tell some wrong answers also, wrong responses also, but you should not discourage them. Okay, you can say that, yeah, better luck next time. You can uh, solve that. You can say the correct answer, like that. You can reinforce the children in positive manner. Positive reinforcement, it helps a lot in children. Okay, so teacher's role in conversation. Generally, what is the role of the teacher in conversation or storytelling? So, guiding and discussion, providing prompts, or sometimes he acts like an observer and listener, monitoring the process or monitoring the progress of the children, who paying attention to each child, language development and social interaction skills, and also identify, the teacher can identify the needs. So he can teacher can recognize the children who may need additional support or encouragement to participate in the conversation. Sometimes some children are unable to participate in the conversation. They sit aside, they are not ready to participate in the communication. Then you should motivate the children, you should observe the children, you should observe and uh, encourage those children, and encourage to participate in the conversation. And also sometimes teacher as a role model, demonstrating communication skills. By demonstrating communication skills, show good communication practices such as taking turns, listening attentively and responding appropriately, right? So sometimes you should, as a teacher, you should exhibit empathy and respect. So model respectful and empathetic skills. Peer listening, teaching children to value others' perspectives. So you, as a good listener, you should be like a good listener. Whatever the child want to speak with you, you should listen carefully. You should be a empathetic listener. Empathy should, you should show the empathy and respect towards the children, young children. They are very young children. Okay, so these are some of the roles or characteristics of the some of the roles of the teacher. And evaluation of the conversation as a strategy, assessing language development. You can assess the language development, language milestones, interaction quality of interaction, evaluate the depth and quality of child's contribution to the conversation. How many children are participating in the conversation, how many children are not participating. So you can give some ranks, you can give some order range, so that you can identify those how many children are participating in the conversation, how many are not participating in the conversation. Those who are not participating in the conversation, you can motivate again, you might inspire them, you can ask them what are the problems. You need to find out the problems, why they are not participating in the conversation or in the interaction. Okay, and monitoring the social skills while storytelling. After storytelling, whether the children are participating or not. So observe the children's ability to take turns and listens to their peers, and whether they are engaging or teaming or cooperating with each other. Also you should observe, so assessing the level of engagement and participation from each child. Okay, so the feedback, so you can collect the feedback, that is gather inputs from the children or parents and other educators about the effectiveness of the conversation activities. Okay, so making some adjustments, use the feedback to refine conversation techniques and address any area needing improvement. Okay, and also you can document the document. Documentation also important, plays an important role in anecdotal records, keeping these notes and individual children's progress and notable interaction during the conversation. Okay, so portfolios includes examples of children language use and conversation skills in their learning portfolio. So conversation is a powerful early childhood education strategy that supports language development, cognitive growth, and social skills. So, by creating a supportive environment, employing effective techniques, and playing an active role in facilitating and evaluating conversation, teachers can significantly enhance children's communicative competency and overall development. Okay, this is about the storytelling. So, this is about conversation, that is unit 1, conversation and storytelling. So conversation as an early childhood education strategy, and conversation, how the conversation takes place, what is the role of the teacher, and the steps in the evaluation. So now games, unit 2, we'll see the unit 2 games, objectives of a evaluation of child by this. This is about chapter 2. Okay, we'll see games in early childhood education. Okay, so play are a game and its importance. Okay, so this play enhances problem solving skills, creativity, and cognitive flexibility. Okay, and also physical development. So by playing, it helps to promote motor skills, coordination, and overall physical health. Because physical development uh, happen by participating in the play or in games, sports, and also social skills. Social skills improves. So cooperation, okay, and conflict resolution possible in participating in the games and plays. Okay, and also emotional development. So it allows children to express their feelings, build resilience, and develop self-regulation. See, emotional some of the emotions you can observe when the children are participating or playing in the games. Okay, sometimes if the child is defeat in the games, any sport, or children when win in the game, you can observe these feelings. Okay, positive emotions or negative emotions. Sometimes some children may not cope up with the difficult situation. Some children very easily cope up with the difficult situation, that is resilient power, resilience. Okay, and sometimes self regulation, self regulation, regulating the emotions, regulating the controlling the emotions, managing their emotions, interacting the emotions with others, with himself. Okay, these are the these are the some of concepts in the emotional development. So what is the another concept is process of introducing a new game. Okay, new game. In this process of introducing a new game, preparation is very important. So selection and material are also including in this preparation. So choose a game that is age appropriate. The game should be age appropriate. Okay, and it should be safe and aligns with the learning objectives. What are the objectives? What are the learning objectives? what you are going to test in the children after playing this game. So children can learn. Children learn by playing, by participating in sports or games. So what is your objective? What are the learning objectives by introducing a new game? By introducing a new game, and also age appropriate is very very important. So readiness. What is the age of the child? See, generally in ECCGV, the children, this preschool children up to the age of 8. So age appropriateness also, you should not give the high school games to this play school children. That is inappropriate age, inappropriate selection, right? And also say that new game should be safe to the children. And materials. So what are the aids or materials gathering, that is necessary materials, and ensure they are in good condition. That material should be in a good condition. So introducing this new game, we should explain clearly what are the rules and objectives of the game in simple and understandable language. So if you, before participating in the games, you should you should explain the rules and regulations in that game to the children in a simple manner, in understandable manner. Otherwise they are not involved or participate in that game, right? They may face difficulties. And also you can demonstrate, model how to play. You can show the game and showing each step and demonstrating the proper behavior and techniques. You can also demonstrate that game before introducing the before participating those children into that game. And also guidance practices. These guidance practices allow the children to play the game under supervision, providing guidance and support needed. Okay. And encouragement also important. Encourage the participation from all children, ensuring everyone understands and feels comfortable with the game. And modification, be prepared to modify the game to suit the needs and interests of the children, making it more accessible or challenges as appropriate. So according, you can change, you can modify the game according to the needs or interests of the children or age appropriateness. Sometimes it may not suitable for such kind of certain age children. Some children are some difficulties, learning difficulties, or some children are physically challenged children. That in that case you can modify according to the needs of the children or interest of the children. Okay. And what is next one is, what is the role of the teacher in introducing a new game? Here also, teacher as a facilitator. Teacher acts as a facilitator, as setting up guidance, observer monitoring and assessment. So organize the environment and materials needed for that new game, new play, any sport. So you should provide a clear instructions and support, helping the children understand and follow the rules and the regulation of that certain game or that new game. And also teacher as an observer. So you should monitor carefully. You should watch the children carefully as they play to ensure they are safe and engaged. Whether they are participating in the game readily or not, or they are safe or engaged or actively participating in that game. These things you should carefully observe, and observe how children are interact, solving the problem and use their skills during the game. Whether the children are interacting with each other, their peers, or they are solving the problem individually or as a group, whether they are using their skills, motor skills, fine motor skills. Okay, all these skills whether they are using or not, you should assess or you should monitor as a teacher. Okay, and sometimes as a role model. Okay, you should demonstrate or you should demonstrating the behavior, show positive behavior towards the children, such as fairness, patience and cooperation. So much patience is required for teacher, because these young children ask so many questions. Okay, they're ready to ask the question, ready to interact with the teacher. We should have the patience and also cooperation. So we are encouraging sportsmanship. Also we should encourage the sportsmanship. So teach children about winning and losing gracefully and encourage supportive behavior among peers. So winning or losing the game is not important. Learning is important. Learning is important. Main theme of understanding the theme and is important. Sometimes they may win, sometimes may lose the game, but that is not important. So sportsmanship is the important. Okay, these things you should inculcate. These things, these manners, this etiquette, these basic concepts you should inculcate among your young children. Okay, this is about the role of the teacher while introducing a new game. And another one is evaluating the child's while at games. So skill development, social interaction, emotional well-being, all these things you need to evaluate, assess. Motor skills. So assess improvements in gross and fine motor skills through activities such as running, jumping, manipulating objectives. Generally, playway methods. This EC is the playway method, right? Running, jumping. So running activities, okay, jumping activities, manipulating the objectives. So these come under motor skills. Okay, this skill development. We should observe the skill development. Cognitive skills, some evaluate problem solving abilities, memory and strategy thinking as a children engage in that game. So this is about cognitive skills. You can assess the skill development, motor skill, cognitive skills. Okay, while they are at games, children while at game and social interaction. You can also observe the social interaction, cooperation. Observe how children work together, teaming, cooperating, collaborating, whether they are collaborating with each other, with their peers, sharing the information, sharing their expertise or whatever the knowledge they have while they are at field or while they are playing, and resolve conflicts, whether they are whether resolving or solving the conflicts among them. Generally, some of the conflicts may arise while they are playing in the game, right? Whether they are cooperating with each other or not. We should assess, we should observe. And communication, assessing verbal and non-verbal communication skills during the play, verbal communication, non-verbal communication. Okay, this is a social interaction and also the emotional well-being. So know that child's self-esteem and confidence levels as they participate and take risks in the game. Emotional regulation, evaluate how well children manage their emotions, especially in competitive or challenging situations. Sometimes documentation is also important, right? Keep detailed notes on individual children's behavior, interactions, and progress, and also include observations and examples of children participation and achievements in the games. This is about the introducing a new game, a sport. So games are a crucial component of early childhood education, offering a multifaceted approach to learning and development. Through careful introduction, active facilitation, and through evaluation, teachers can maximize the benefits of play. Otherwise, the benefits of the play may not fulfill or may not reach among the children. So, supporting children's cognitive, physical, social, and emotional growth. Okay, is very important. So, we have seen so far. I've seen so far some conversation and storytelling, conversation as an early childhood education strategy. So we have seen the importance of conversation and how the conversation creating a conducive environment, techniques of effective conversation by asking open-ended questions, actively using modern language encouragement and process. All these things we have seen, right? And what is the role of the teacher in conversation? The facilitator, observer, and listener, role model, evaluation of conversation as a strategy, assessing language development, monitoring social skills, feedback and adjustment, and documentation. And also we have seen that the games, right? Objective of play as an early childhood education strategy. So we have seen the importance of the play. In that we have seen process of introducing a new game. Under that, preparation, introduction, participation, adaptation. And what is the role of the teacher also we have seen, setting up and guiding as a facilitator, observer, and a role model. And also evaluation of child violet games also we have seen, right? And social interaction, evaluation of emotional well-being, social interaction, documentation, all these things. So these things we have seen. So in this black one program implementation, so far we have seen unit 1, that is conversation and storytelling, conversation as an early childhood education strategy, the how the conversation happens and teachers role evaluation. And in second unit we have seen games, objectives, play as an early childhood education strategy, process of introducing a new game, role of a teacher, evaluation of the children violate games. This is about early program implementation. So, and the next topic we will see in the next class, that is creativity, creative activities and music components. We'll see in the next class. So just we'll see uh, just outline tomorrow's class. We'll see outline of tomorrow's class. 1 minute. Creative activities. Creative activities and music movement. So role of music and movement in early childhood education program. Under that we'll be going to study tomorrow, that is importance of music and movement and integration into the program. Integration of music and movement in the early childhood care education program, and rhymes and music and variety of activities like singing, dancing, instrument play, all these things, variety of activities. So what is the role of teacher? uh, as usually we have seen as a facilitator, modeling, cultural sensitivity, and finally evaluation, assessment of learning outcomes, feedback and reflection, documentation. So these things we'll see in the next class. Engaging how sorry In creative activities and music movement, a role of music and movement in early childhood education program. So importance of music and movement as physical development, cognitive development, social and emotional development, language development, and integration into the program. The same incorporating music and movement activities into the daily schedule and curriculum enhancement, using the music and movement to enrich learning experiences in various subjects areas. And rhymes and music, rhymes and music Rhymes and music, language development, memory enhancement, social interaction, cultural awareness. All these things are benefits of rhymes and music. Okay, so language development introduces new vocabulary, phonics, and language patterns. Memory enhancement improves memory retention through repetition and rhythm. Social interaction encourages participation, cooperation, group function. Cultural awareness, it exposes children to different cultures and traditions through songs and rhymes. Variety of activities like singing, dancing, instrument play. In the next one is the role of the teacher, uh, as a facilitator, as a modeling facilitator, that creating music environment, leading activities, and modeling active participation in creativity, cultural sensitivity, including inclusive selection, respect for tradition, evaluation, assessment of learning outcomes. In this physical development, cognitive development, social and emotional development, language. Feedback and reflection, news observation, grading feedback, self-reflection. These things we are going to study. So, now we are going to discuss, again we will see third chapter. I guess I've gone through outline of third chapter, third unit. It is creative activity, innovative activities. What are the creative activities? So the benefits of incorporating these creative activities in the childhood creative. That is good concept of music. That is the benefit of music creating, in the childhood creative program. What are this movement, take the time to take some activities. Role of music in the education program, right? Music, all these things we are going to study tomorrow. Okay, so we will discuss rest of the things in the next class. I advise you to all please go through the syllabus, three courses. We have three courses. We have three courses in our early childhood care education program. We have three courses. The first course is I already explained yesterday, that is about three courses, four courses. One is principles of early principles of early childhood care and education. That is course 1. Course 2 is the significance of early childhood care and education. Course 3, planning and implementation of early childhood care and education program. This third course is I am dealing with this course. This is course 3, planning and implementation of early childhood care and education program. And also fourth course is administration and management of preschool and daycare centers. This is fourth. So I advise you all, please go through the syllabus. Okay. And also ensure that everyone should have these four books, study material, course material, four study material. Everybody should have all these four books. You are joined in this program. Okay. And also everybody should go through this syllabus. After completing one lesson, okay, read it, prepare well, so that you get some idea after completing the class, after completing one lesson, after completing one lesson, you may get some you may have some clarification, you may have some, you get some doubt. Without reading, you may not get any doubt or clarification. You better go through the syllabus. And one more thing is, so I have already told you that introducing introduction to creative activities and music, movement in early childhood education. In early childhood education, creative activities and music, movement play a vital role in building or fostering holistic development and creating engaging learning experience for young children. This will explore the significance of music and movement in the CECE program. So the benefits of integrating rhymes in music. The music is play a crucial role of teachers in facilitating this activity. Right? The importance of evaluation in assessing children's progress and program effectiveness. The role of music movement in early childhood education program, rhymes and music, the role of teacher, evaluation, all these things we are going to study. Okay. Now this, in concluding this session, so I'm starting. Thank you. We'll meet